What's up, people? I'm Abdullah Samir. I'm an ex-Muslim, and I'm going to talk about leaving Islam to be smelly. So I had posted a tweet when I was Muslim using the "when I was a Muslim" hashtag, and let me just show you what I said. So I said, when I was a Muslim, I washed a hell of a lot. I washed my ass after taking a dump, washed after, urinating, washed my hands and feet 5 times a day before praying, sometimes multiple times if I farted, washed after sex, it's so OCD. So I got quite the reaction from this tweet. Mostly Muslims laughing at me, and I don't mind laughing at myself too. But let's go through some of the reactions. Oh my God! When I was a Muslim, they literally made me clean my dirty ass. Such a cruel religion. I can't believe you have to be hygienic. And FFS, 844 retweets, 2,800 likes. Laughing LMFAO. Man said, F Islam, let me be dirty in peace. Oh no, you had to keep clean. LOL, your problem with Islam was how clean it kept you? Laughing my ass off. So basically, you left Deen and became smelly? I'm dead. This one has 61 retweets. Imagine leaving Islam because we are too hygienic. Have fun, you stinky kuffar. So your problem with Islam is how clean you had to be? Hygiene? Really? Laughing my ass off. So you threw out your lota when you left Islam, and it goes on and on. Imagine leaving Islam because your ass felt just too damn clean. LOL. Okay, so and then Shaitan come collect your man. You left Islam because you don't want to be clean. Someone, Amina saying, nah, this is basic hygiene. LOL, Islam was so terrible, it made me have good hygiene. And someone else who made a criticism saying that I shouldn't have used OCD, which I guess is a fair point. OCD is an actual disorder, psychological disorder, where you keep doing things repetitively. Sometimes you'll do things over and over again. And ladies and gentlemen, I present you the official Twitter idiot of the day. Finally left Islam, now I can take a dump without washing my ass, and so on and so on and so on. I've honestly come to the conclusion ex-Muslims is probably the stupidest people I've come across. This is so funny, I want to keep reading these. Okay. Wudu isn't difficult, you musty clown. Yeah, and it goes on and on and on and on and on, right? So the interesting thing is, that's probably the only one thing I kept from Islam. I kept the fact that I still wash, right, after using the washroom. I actually think it's a good thing, right, to wash after you take a dump, and even to pee, right? I have a little water bottle I use, and I wash myself. In one of the washrooms, we installed a bidet, and we also have lotas in every washroom in the house. So it's definitely a good thing, and I think this is a good. It's difficult to go back to just using, dry tissue paper after you've used water. It's so much superior, right? It feels so much cleaner. So I definitely didn't leave Islam for that, because I still do it. My issue was not that. Why I left Islam is clear. If anyone wants to know why I left Islam, you don't need to ask me. You can check out my blog, right? Everything's on there. Everything is on there, and none of them is leaving Islam for, not wanting to be clean or something like that, right? But back to the topic at hand. Does Islam make you cleaner? Washing 5 times a day and all that stuff, doing wudu, so for non-Muslims that don't know, if you've never seen it, Islam says, Orthodox Sunni Islam and Shia Islam as well, I guess, you have to to pray 5 times a day, you have to breathe. Before you do that, you have to you have to do wudu, which is ritual ablutions. You have to clean your mouth and nose 3 times, and then your face 3 times, and then your arms, and then you have to go on over your hair and inside your ears, and then you have to do your legs 3 times, your feet, I mean, sorry, not your legs, your feet, your right foot, and then your left foot. If you're working in an office, this can be kind of awkward and difficult because you have to take your socks off. Some people follow the opinion you don't have to take your socks off, so you're taking your socks off, and then you're washing in the sink. Sometimes it's awkward and difficult if you live in a non-Muslim country, like if you don't have a private washroom. So you're doing this multiple times a day. Let's say you pass gas, you have to do the whole thing all over again. Nose, mouth, face, arms, hair, ears, right foot, left foot. So you're doing this like probably minimum 5 times a day if you're practicing and praying properly. And you might be doing even more than that. And then as well, like I was saying, after sex, you have to also wash. Now, the interesting thing about this is, again, it's good to wash after sex. It's good to take a shower, it's good to take a bath, to clean yourself. But the rule is that water has to touch every part of your body, including your roots of your hair. So if you're a woman who has long hair, I mean, this can be quite difficult, right? Like I know my wife used to find it annoying that like she has to wash every single root of her hair, and her hair is long and she has to comb it, and it's annoying. Like, and this is after any sort of sexual activity, or if you ejaculate, you have to do all of this all over again, and you have to take a bath. So say you're traveling, right? It's not even the rule is not that you have to necessarily use water. You can do tayammum, which is you can put your hands on some dirt and then wipe on your face or something, or like dust it off or something like that. And that's like an alternative wudu when you don't have water. But in general, like I remember one time we were on a train, right? And we had to do ghusl. So this was in Egypt. So how do you do ghusl on a train, right? So what we had to do is you had to like take a little bit of water and like wet your whole body, right? Your entire body. And if you don't do that, you're considered najas, right? And you can't pray, can't touch the Quran and stuff like that, right? So you have to go through this process of making sure your whole body is wet. So does this actually make you any cleaner? Well, the thing is, what is important what would have been more practical is not this symbolic washing of the whole body, but like, washing the parts that need to be washed, right? Like, down there, like that's the part that needs to be clean. Not like, washing your hair, right? Like let's say you just took a shower and then, you had sex and now you have to go and wash your hair. Like, it's annoying. It doesn't make any sense, right? It's just a burden, right? So that's what I was actually getting at. I was trying to say that it's not like it's unnecessary and it's ridiculous, right? And it creates this burden on people. Like imagine, people don't even realize, like say you're staying at a relative's house, right? Like you now have to go and, it's time to pray. But if you were sleeping with your wife, you have to go now take a shower, right? And like everybody knows, like, why is he taking a shower right now, right? It's just like, it makes life difficult, right? And let's be honest, like, saying things like stinky kuffar, like, are Muslims actually, do they really think they're like so much cleaner than everybody else? No, they're not. Come on, you're not. One of the most disgusting places I've ever been to is an Egyptian bathroom. Like out of all the places I've traveled, including Kenya, which is not a Muslim country, the most disgusting washroom in the world I've ever been to. It made me I almost vomited. was in Egypt, Muslim country, and they had the bidet, so you on the toilet itself, there's a water spray that comes and washes your butt. You can turn it. So this is built in. There's no toilet paper in many places you go. There's only water, no toilet paper. But the washrooms are disgusting. Okay, so, like, I don't think that, it's even fair or like right to say dirty kuffar, like, or it was so much cleaner than you guys. It was so much cleaner than you guys because we washed like so much, right? No. When do you need to wash is before you're doing something important, like, for example, surgery, wash your hands. For example, eating a meal, wash your hands, right? You wanna be fresh, take a shower, right? After coming home from work. But like these ridiculous rules, right? Like taking a shower, you must take a shower of your entire body after sex. It's so stupid, right? And like, honestly speaking, like, it's not the biggest problem in Islam, but like that was the point of when I was a Muslim, hashtag. It was to like kind of, reflect upon and say like, what was life like back then? And these are the things I went through, right? And as I mentioned in the following tweet right there, the interesting thing is that the actual hadith says that washing is not obligatory, right? All of these things I mentioned, like washing after sex, yes, but like washing after using the bathroom, it's not obligatory. What is obligatory in Sunni Islam is well, actually it's not even obligatory, but what is recommended is to use an odd number of rocks and to use water if you can, right? But it's not obligatory. So all these people that think they're so much better, like the Quran doesn't even say you have to wash after using the washroom. The Hadith says you should or you can if you want to, but it's not even a requirement of the religion, right? What is the requirement, according to the scholars, is that using, that you wipe, right? So basically, it used to be with an odd number of stones, right? You can purify yourself with water, which is permissible, meaning it's optional, but like you do need to remove the impurities using stones, as they used to use stones back then, an odd number of stones, right? And you can't use dung, which is kind of obvious, but the hadith says don't use dung to wipe your ass. So yeah, anyway, so that's basically, in a nutshell, the crazy response I got to this. Let me know what you think. Are Muslims much cleaner because they're constantly washing like this? Or are they like losing some, valuable, like drying out the skin by like all of this washing, and are they like unnecessarily burdening their life? Let me know what you think. If you're Muslim, let me know what you think as well. If you're not Muslim, about all of this washing. And if you're not Muslim, I encourage you to wash your ass after every prayer. I encourage you to wash your ass and your private parts after using the washroom. Water is the best. Take it from Muhammad. This is a good thing. Okay, this is Abdullah Samir signing out.